Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the SIL Legal Lounge podcast, Let's Talk Law, a show where we talk about different areas of law and policy in a frank and easy to understand manner so that everyone can end up learning something new. Our topic for today concerns a very unique way in which AI has been used by a very creative lawyer in helping victims of domestic violence and trauma in Pakistan. I am talking about Ms. Khushbakht Jilani, who is joining us all the way from Karachi today. Assalamu alaikum, Khushbakht.
Walaikum salam, Nida. How are you?
I am well.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
so
me.
much. Thank you for being here with us today. Quick introduction. Advocate Khushbakht Jilani is a Karachi based High Court lawyer who has completed 8 years in practice this year. So, well done. And something that really caught my attention, she has actually secured one of Pakistan's first convictions for emotional violence. She has also ventured into legal technology as the founder for Mehfooz.ai, developing AI enabled tools focused on bias recognition, risk assessment, and trauma informed justice delivery. So, we have had a discussion on AI, I think twice before in our podcast series, but today it's especially interesting because you have actually developed an app which is training on the models of domestic violence and trauma. Could you tell us a little bit more about this, Pushpak?
Yes. So thank you so much, Nida. So the way I'll go about it is I'll tell you my own relationship with using AI in my cases, and now I'll also give the viewers a disclaimer of sorts that I'm very cognizant of the way that AI could be utilized in like the AI has limitations in terms of survivor data or whatever data we put into it in terms of breaching the privacy and security. So I'm very cognizant of that. And to curb that, we are also using some tools. So just a disclaimer around it because I'm dealing with some sensitive data in domestic violence and gender-based violence cases. Um, so I'll speak about a case that I was doing in 2024 और उसमें ये हुआ था कि हाई कोर्ट की तरफ से डायरेक्शन आई थी. इट वाज अ कस्टडी बैटल एंड इट और simultaneously there was a domestic violence case also that was going on. So one was in family court and the other was in the criminal court. The High Court gave us direction that you have to wrap up the trial in 30 days. एंड निदा मेरी तरफ जो मेरी क्लाइंट की तरफ से जो विटनेस है वो 5 विटनेस थे एंड देन द अपोजिंग द रिस्पोंडेंट की तरफ से भी 5 विटनेसेस थे. सो इट वाज लाइक एन एंटायर आई वुड से फैमिली बैटल. So दोनों तरफ से जो husband की family and wife की family they were there. So now you understand how the legal system operates here or anywhere, right? So आपको एक तो डेट मिलना मुश्किल होती है, but then इन कंस्ट्रेंट्स में ऑपरेट करना कि 30 डेज में आपने 10 विटनेसेस चलाने हैं. लाइक nobody really gets the date in the 30 days, right? You अब मुश्किल से आप अगर पुश करते हो तो देन यू गेट 7 डेज या 14 डेज की डेट या उस तरह से. खैर, सो अब हाई कोर्ट से डायरेक्शन आई थी तो नीचे डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट्स ने कंप्लाई करना ही है. सो एवरी सिंगल डे आई वाज गोइंग टू द कोर्ट एंड वी हैड 1 विटनेस, और एक विटनेस पे भी आपके अगर कोई 100-200 क्वेश्चंस हैं देन इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, राइट? सो आप ये समझें कि जज साहब को हमारा केस चलाना पड़ता था द एंटायर डे है. So कैसे जैसे करके so now as a lawyer I have my limitations, right? So I had 2 people working with me at the same time, but then again I'm the strategic brains behind it, right? So I had to see कि क्वेश्चन सही बने कि नहीं बने. एंड उस टाइम पे आपके पास टाइम कम है, मैन पावर है, लेकिन फिर भी मतलब नॉट एवरीबडी इज ऑपरेटिंग इन फुल कैपेसिटी, राइट? सो at that point I discovered ChatGPT. Okay. And I wasn't a user before it because obviously as a lawyer I'm quite skeptical of tools, and generally हमारा adoption rate थोड़ा कम होता है in these situations. And also generally like, wouldn't want to be like a buzzkill, but like as a millennial I wasn't really tech savvy at that time. um, so I put in a lot of information in ChatGPT, and without using the names of the witnesses and everything, but I gave them the situation, and it gave me different sorts of questions that really helped me preparing for the cross examination and also witness testimony, right? And I was surprised at that time, and at that moment I did not even know that now you have hacks, you can understand that ChatGPT is using certain words and people can tell it this is ChatGPT written. But I think it was at that time, and especially in the legal system, it was really new. So I think that fascinated me a lot, and what and more than, let's say, the preparing, tons of questions regarding, let's say, a father's capacity as a father, and then the concept of welfare of child, and talking about the law and situation, the awareness of the AI into sympathetic and empathy components, right?
Mm.
So I was surprised in that arena, because when lawyers are preparing questions, and कुछ questions जो opposing counsel ने हमारी client से पूछे थे, जो खातून थी, they were, they obviously, generally, it's a battle where people are trying to diss each other, right? Unfortunately, so usme, like, we sometimes lack empathy as lawyers, because हमें अपने client को जिताना होता है something, in very sensitive domestic violence and family court battles. We all have been there, and it's very harmful. So, but the ability of ChatGPT, of AI, to come up with emotional responses, or responses that are empathetic. So I was really surprised by the entire thing. So that is what caught my attention during that time in my interaction with, let's say, some of the AI tools. So ChatGPT is generative AI. वो एक डेटा सेट्स पे आपका जो है डेटा सेट्स पे आपका ट्रेन होता है, and also its data sets पे भी आपका large language model train होता है, right? So whatever data it browses from the internet, it gives you the answer, and obviously can always, now it has enhanced features. Uस time पे it was the first one, I guess 4.0 था, ChatGPT 4 था. So that was my interaction with ChatGPT.
This was a good sort of a background as to how you started. So, what I understand is that when you started using ChatGPT, you obviously faced, you felt that there were some gaps as far as, the empathy factor that you're talking about, because at the end of the day, ChatGPT, as you said, it works on the models which it is trained on. And I believe it's not trained very specifically towards cases of Pakistani domestic violence or Pakistani trauma based cases as such. So, what exactly did you do different with Mehfooz.ai?
Okay, so then I'll tell you, I started working on creating an AI co-pilot, something similar to ChatGPT. And I thought that if I put in the data on Pakistani law, that still, I can always show you the link with you. Now it's not really updated, but at that point, we created a ChatGPT for judges, to use it for domestic violence cases, right? So
And
I had
sorry,
put
I'm so
in.
sorry to cut you. How exactly will the judges use this model? What would they do when you
So
say that
some
they would
con
use this?
Yes, so you know how in ChatGPT you open it and you ask your queries, okay, how am I feeling today? Help me prepare some of the graphic designing, or help me prepare questions for a podcast, or give me answers on it, right? So
Make it
the
look
same
professional.
way. Yeah, and it suggests also how you can make it better, right? So, in the same way, I created this, what do you call it, this interface which was using large language models. So जिसने चैट जीपीटी बनाया है, ओपन एआई का ही हमने टेक्नोलॉजी लिया था. और हमने उसी के अंदर हमने डेटा सेट्स जो डाले हैं, वो मैंने पाकिस्तान लॉ के डाले हैं, और कुछ रिसर्च पेपर्स जो कि ये बताते हैं कि अगर आपने डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का या जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस का कोई केस आता है, तो जजेस ने उसको कैसे डील करना है, राइट? हमने उस डेटा सेट को उस पर भी ट्रेन किया, कि हमने ये बताया कि आपने हार्मफुल लैंग्वेज यूज नहीं करनी है, और आपने स्पेशलाइज्ड केसेस में, अगर इफ द मैरिज कंटेन सेक्सुअल अब्यूज, देन यू ऑल्सो हैव टू बी माइंडफुल के 4-5 सवाल आपने प्रिकेरियसली यूज करने हैं, राइट? सो एक RAG का, एंड आई एम श्योर आपने अपने पुराने सेशंस में ये चीजें टेक्निकल उसमें देखी होंगी. So RAG is retrieval augmented generation, which means कि आपने वही चीज आपने दोहरानी है जो चैट जीपीटी फॉर जजेस है जो मैंने बनाया था. वही चीज दोहरानी है जो आपको फीड की गई है, राइट? सो उसमें उसमें ये है कि वो इंटरनेट से ब्राउजिंग नहीं करेगा, और इंटरनेट से क्योंकि ब्राउजिंग करेगा उस टाइम पे इन 2024, बहुत सारे हार्मफुल केसेस भी हैं, राइट? जैसे हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पिछले साल ही दो केसेस ऐसे है लास्ट साल के एंड में, वेर एक नूर मुकदम के केस में जज साहब ने ये बोला कि लिव इन रिलेशनशिप्स जो है वो हराम है, और ऐसी चीजें, इन चीजों की वजह से जो है नूर के साथ हुआ जो हुआ, समथिंग लाइक दैट। और दूसरी जो हमारी जजमेंट आई थी जिसमें एक रेप कन्विक्शन को उन्होंने फोर्निकेशन में तब्दील किया था, और उसमें उन्होंने यही बोला था कि विक्टिम की क्रेडिबिलिटी को आप जो है असेस नहीं हो सकती, बिकॉज उसने बहुत टाइम लिया एफआईआर फाइल करने में। इसी तरह से बहुत सारे फेमस केसेस हैं जिसमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट लेवल पे इस तरह की बातें हुई हैं, राइट? सो निदा, जो हमारा एआई को पायलट है उसमें ये होगा कि वो सारी जो चीजें हैं हम डिटेक्ट करके उनको पहले ही बताएंगे कि ये इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स के हिसाब से और जनरली जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल ऑब्लिगेशंस हैं जिसमें ये कहा गया है कि आपने जजेस को बायस नहीं होना, और जेंडर के हवाले से किसी किस्म की कोई जजमेंट नहीं देनी है, या किसी इंसान के बारे में पर्सनल बायसेस नहीं रखने हैं। तो हमने उसको उस तरह से भी फीड किया। सो अब फॉर एग्जांपल, आई गिव एक्सेस ऑफ महफूज एआई को, द को पायलट, आई गिव देम give a judge an access. By the way, we went to 60 judges in the District Court of Karachi. उस टाइम पर again, we did an entire survey कि whether they will be using this tool or not. So our results, 90% of people were saying, 90% of judges said that it is very much needed. And they also revealed that ChatGPT जो है, they're already using it, and apparently the Judicial Academy here in Sindh trained them on a tool called Judge GPT as well. That's what we learned from the 60 judges that we surveyed in the district courts. So we collected the data, we understood, okay, if whether they'll be using it or not. And मैंने फिर ये सोचा कि अगर चैट जीपीटी उन्होंने ऑलरेडी यूज कर रहे हैं अपनी जजमेंट्स के लिए, राइट? सम जजेस वर रियली टेक savvy. If they're already using it, how about I give them another tool which will help them specifically on the cases that they're dealing with in terms of domestic violence. And also हमने उसको थोड़ा expand किया था कि हम उसको अंदर sexual violence के cases भी लेकर आए, because एक magistrate अगर हम देखें तो he's and also in that particular AI co-pilot we also inserted family law के cases. So family law का जो docket होता है in a certain case in Karachi, वो मेरे ख्याल से बाकी cases से भी ज्यादा हो जाता है कभी कभार. So on an average like 60 to 100 cases one magistrate is looking at, right? So if let's say and उससे उससे ये होता है कि because they are so overburdened, they don't give a lot of priority to domestic violence and sexual abuse and family law cases, and वो अपने mind से ही उसको करते हैं, right? And they don't have research support, and they don't have a lot of books available at that time. So हमने वो
That
सारी
was that
चीजें
was actually going to be another question of mine, that what made you specifically build, the model for domestic violence? Why not for any other area of law?
when I started practicing, I started with corporate law, and then I was working, advising these big companies with obviously my seniors. Then I did a lot of human rights litigation, and so I was. So the dominant theme around all of it, and the general attitude of the firms in terms of family law and domestic violence, wasn't really, in a way that they firstly they know a lot about it. I think they did not even have the intention of, let's say, inclining towards let's say an in-depth practice in family law. और जैसे मैंने भी शुरू किया, सबने कहा था फैमिली लॉ तो मतलब जब आपके पास कुछ नहीं बचता तो मतलब एक रेजिड्यू होता है, राइट? फैमिली लॉ आप उसको मियाँ बीवी के झगड़ों में बस, ठीक है, केस आ गया किसी दोस्त का, किसी दोस्त ने रेफर किया है, किसी ने रेफर किया, सो ओके, आई मीन आई एम गोना टेक दैट केस। सो उस उसको वो रिस्पेक्ट नहीं दी गई थी जो कि देनी चाहिए, एंड वो दैट इज समथिंग दैट बॉदर्ड मी. एंड देन when I shifted from, let's say, this corporate litigation and corporate advisory work to litigation, then I really wanted to explore the area of family law. जब मैंने उसको explore किया, then I realized, and I mentioned it also, that one specific section 26 of the Guardians and Wards Act, उस पे आज तक कोई जजमेंट ही नहीं आई थी. हालांकि that's so important today in the global world, where women are moving abroad with their, and they want to move abroad with their children, but they are restricted, and उनकी permissions जो है वो family court grant नहीं
Yeah.
करता, because they just don't have the jurisprudence or case law जिसके ऊपर वो rely कर सके, right? So वो सारे gaps मैं देख रही थी. मैंने कहा कि इतनी फंडामेंटल चीज है फैमिली, इतनी फंडामेंटल चीज है रिलेशनशिप्स एंड योर रिलेशनशिप विद चिल्ड्रन एंड स्पाउस एंड विद फैमिली एंड एवरीथिंग, और उसके लिए यू नीड पीपल हु आर डिसीजन मेकर्स स्पेसिफिकली, जैसे जजेस हो गए फैमिली कोर्ट्स के अंदर। like they should have the एक तो mindset, sensitivity, bias free and mindset. So so I didn't see any of those qualities in the judges that I was presenting before. Obviously there are exceptions. For example, the high court judgment that I got in favor of the client, and it was apparently a breakthrough judgment, and so there were judges who listened to me, who thought that it's important. But at the same time, majority of it, they did more harm in terms of their lack of interest, lack of knowledge around the area of family law and domestic violence. So I felt कि क्रिमिनल और सिविल की जो या कॉर्पोरेट की प्रैक्टिस है उसमें ऑलरेडी बहुत लोग बहुत काम कर रहे हैं। एंड आई थॉट कि अगर मैंने भी उसी तरह से काम करना शुरू कर दिया और स्पेशलाइज नहीं किया, और एक स्पेसिफिक नीश नहीं पकड़ी जो कि जेन्युइनली बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प कर सकती है, गाइड कर सकती है लीगल इंडस्ट्री में लोगों को और बाहर भी। So that's why I picked this specific niche to work on. Um, and then also you see the numbers, right? I mean, there are, I told you, like 40 to 60% cases, family law cases in a single court in Karachi, right? तो कोर्ट मतलब सिंध के अंदर 200 से ज्यादा हमारे पास कोर्ट्स हैं, if I'm as per my knowledge. So I'm just saying that एक बहुत ज्यादा डॉकेट है केस का, राइट, एंड उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए वो ट्रेनिंग आपको नहीं दी जा रही है, राइट। बस आपको लॉज पढ़ा दिए जा रहे हैं और आपको बोला जा रहा है कि आपने बस ये करना है, बट in practice you also need to, a judge is dealing with, let's say for example, like exaggerated number, judge एक 100 केसेस डील कर रहा है, राइट। अब क्रिमिनल लॉ के बेसिक्स उसको पता है कि ये ए टू जी है, सिविल लॉ का है ए टू जी है, सिविल लॉ क्रिमिनल लॉ पे बहुत कोर्सेज और ट्रेनिंग अवेलेबल भी है क्योंकि हमारे उस पर फोकस किया जाता है। बट फैमिली लॉ एंड लेट्स से डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस स्पेसिफिकली, जो कि बहुत अंडर यूटिलाइज लॉ है, उस पे एज सच कोई ट्रेनिंग मॉडल्स नहीं बने हैं। So I think firstly, obviously, my own passion. I felt like that this is a gap that needs to be filled, and secondly, of course, I felt that it is unnaturally and very consciously being neglected, this entire jurisprudence around family law and domestic violence, and I really wanted to build it up, and I think that's why I went. That's why I decided to go for it. Plus, I mean, I'm sorry, मैं बहुत लंबा कर रही हूँ आंसर। मैं बस आपको ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि प्रॉब्लम इतना बड़ा है, सोशली भी एंड इकोनॉमिकली भी। 1 in 3 women आर बीइंग हार्म्ड बाय सम फॉर्म ऑफ वायलेंस, राइट, वो चाहे फिजिकल हो, सेक्सुअल हो, एंड देन टू इमोशनल, वर्बल, साइकोलॉजिकल। एंड आप ये देखेंगे यूएन की और वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और वर्ल्ड बैंक का डेटा, अगर आप 10 साल पहले उठाएं, वो भी 1 in 3 women were harmed, और 10 साल बाद भी 1 in 3 women are harmed, right? So why is it not 1 in 10? वैसे तो नहीं होना चाहिए obviously, right? But why is it 10 साल में आपका इम्प्रूवमेंट इतना होना चाहिए था कि आप ये बोलें कि 1 in 10 women, राइट, 1 in 20 women, या 1 in 1,000 women, राइट। और आपने देखा होगा कितने प्रोग्राम्स हैं जो कि आते हैं, आए हैं प्रिवेंटिव प्रोग्राम के, आप ये सेटअप करते हैं, वो सेटअप करते हैं, औरतों को हेल्प हो जाएगी, पुलिस को ट्रेन करते हैं, आप लॉयर्स को ट्रेन करते हैं, बट देन अगेन व्हाई इज इट दैट अक्रॉस द बोर्ड, अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड, the number has not changed, which is quite alarming, right? So it has instilled a lot of fear in me, and it has instilled a lot of fear in all the women across the globe, I would say, in Pakistan में specifically, right? So numbers आपके इतने alarming हैं, so I feel like why is it that not a lot of innovation is being done in this area? So it's sad, like it's a mix of a lot of things, जिसको मैं passion कह रही हूँ, वो is a mix of a lot of things, like it's my own fear, my sadness. Just look around you, every single day you're listening to some form of किसी किस्म का abuse किसी के साथ हुआ है, और आप as a lawyer आप obviously law पे advice कर सकते हो, but then again it requires a holistic response from across, everybody, right? बट ये है, मैं इस कंक्लूजन वो excuse me, so वो नहीं हेल्प कर रहे हैं। एंड देन आई सर्च्ड on the internet, I did some research, and then I saw that legal tech में corporate और civil और criminal से related बहुत सारे products create हो रहे हैं. Then I was like, there should be something around domestic violence also. And I wouldn't want कि legal tech के noise में भी family law, domestic violence or relationship, family relationship in
But it's,
anything
according
related
to
to
you,
it
it
should be
has received
neglected.
a very encouraging response. Like as you said, judges are also very happy to use this because, it is a very valuable source for them as well. So overall, I would say that yes, as you have said, family law has been ignored to a large extent. But then again, the encouraging response that your app has received shows that people are willing to learn more and they are willing to actually do something in order to bring it more to the forefront. So that's actually very encouraging. So Khushbakt, you are also an alumna of the University of London. You've also done their LLB honors program, and I'm sure you work with a lot of graduates of the program as well. So, this show generally is also for law students as well as young lawyers. So, what advice would you give to them at this point?
So I would say for law students and all the young lawyers, especially I say for lawyers and judges also, right? That adoption of the AI tools right now is the first thing that they should be doing. There are Google के ऊपर बहुत सारे courses आ गए हैं. बहुत सारे Chat GPT ने भी अपना एक academy खोली हुई है online that where you can learn how to give the best prompt and how you can use AI in different contexts और आपने उसको adopt कैसे करना है in different organizational perspective, right? So I can always send you the links to the academies also. I always tell my students also कि आपने adoption of AI आपने करनी पड़ेगी. From a business perspective, I thought, okay, I shouldn't be investing in an associate anymore because at least research or drafting के लिए I have AI which is just for $20, right? तो I was like, okay, it makes sense to not have anyone, right? मैंने कहा कि अगर नए practitioners हैं या पुराने practitioners, a lot of older people are using it. So I think that they are gonna be relying on AI, and if once they find out the gold behind it, तो law students के लिए problem हो सकती है अगर वो AI adoption नहीं करें because मेरे पास अब जो applications आती हैं I unfortunately have to I cannot accommodate them because I don't see any use of it, right? So I think एक तो AI adoption आपने जल्दी करनी पड़ेगी because there's a lot of research which is also saying entry level roles आपके जो है वो खत्म हो जाएंगे because आपको इतना आपकी जरूरत नहीं है अभी हमें तो.
You're saying कि काम खत्म हो रहा है, so learn AI as soon as you can. How is that going to benefit the student then?
Okay, so so I would definitely hire a student who knows how to do drafting through AI,
Okay.
or who knows how to do research through AI, right? Now, students are also quite sharp in terms of identifying कि कौन सा phraseology या case जो है वो AI hallucinate कर रहा है या AI जो generate कर रहा है content उसको verify करना. तो I would really want a lawyer. In fact, I don't. Yeah, I'll have a lawyer or law student who knows how to, let's say, use notebook LM Google की जो हो गई या फिर who knows how to interact with Chat
So
GPT
you're
and
saying that
Claude.
lawyers and law students who use AI or who know how to use AI, they will still be employable. Very much so.
Only if they are AI savvy.
Okay.
So it's a skill. I would say it's a skill set. So more than a University of London degree, I would say you also have to do an AI courses आपने करने पड़ेंगे because if you're coming to me for an interview, I would definitely want you to learn how to use Chat GPT. So I can let's say मैं एक एक दिन में अगर एक ड्राफ्ट प्रिपेयर कर रही हूँ, सो अब मुझे उसको देखना होता है, पूरा रिव्यू करना होता है, फिर उसकी वर्डिंग चेंज करनी होती
Mhm.
है. आई हैव टू सी वेरीफाई द केसेस, राइट? सो ये एक नया समझे एक जॉब क्रिएट हो गया या एआई स्किल सेट है जो कि एडिशनल टू योर लीगल नॉलेज इज समथिंग दैट विल मेक यू स्टिल वैल्यूएबल एट दैट एंट्री लेवल ऑल्सो.
Basically, for future employability, all young lawyers should ensure that they are AI savvy and they should take as many courses as they can, as you're saying. So, you're
Yes.
also offering a similar course, I believe, with Mehfooz.ai.
Fair, and I have created a training course, right? A training course जो है वो एक competence framework है जो महफूज एआई की यूएसपी है, इनोवेशन है. कॉम्पिटेंस फ्रेमवर्क के अंदर एक तो हम लीगल नॉलेज के हवाले से बात करेंगे कि 2025 के एक्ट के अंदर कौन कौन सी प्रोविजंस हैं एंड एवरीथिंग, ठीक है। और उसके बाद हम बताएंगे कि इसका एप्लीकेशन इन डिफरेंट कॉन्टेक्स्ट कैसे होता है। लेकिन जो तीसरा और चौथी चीज़ हम करेंगे जो कि बायस रिकग्निशन का एस्पेक्ट है, और चौथा ट्रॉमा इन्फॉर्म्ड अप्रोच है। ये हमने अमेरिकन साइकोलॉजिकल एसोसिएशन और दुनिया की 32 जुरिस्डिक्शन से डेटा उठाया है, जिसमें ये कुछ ऐसे जजमेंट्स उठाई जिसमें उन्होंने डील किया है कि अगर आप किसी किस्म का, फॉर एग्जांपल एक कोर्ट है मैरीलैंड में इन अमेरिका, राइट, सो दे हैव अ केस वेयर दे आर सेइंग दैट you have to be mindful when you're dealing with rape victims, and victims who have been again raped within the marriage, and there's domestic abuse involved, so you have to be mindful with your language. So we are working towards finding the judgments and jurisprudence जो कि already precedent set हुए हैं across the world, जिसमें वो हेल्प कर सकते हैं हमारे एआई को ट्रेन करने के लिए, और हमारे दैट इन्फॉर्म्स आर लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर ऑल्सो, कि आपने सिखाने के लिए जजेस और लॉयर्स को ये सारे एस्पेक्ट्स आपने समझने हों।
They are going to basically, they have this option where they get access to an app जो इनको ये सारा कुछ सिखा रहा है, and it teaches them how all this information is available, on one forum and how they can access it.
यस, सो जैसे आपके स्टूडेंट्स ग्रेजुएट हो जाएंगे या इवन ड्यूरिंग वाइल दे आर स्टडिंग, राइट, उनको एक्स्ट्रा स्किल सेट होना चाहिए सो दैट दे क्रिएट देयर ओन नीश, एंड दे आर द स्पेशलिस्ट जिसको हैंड पिक किया जाए कि ओके कल को कोई केस आता है तो पीपल वुड बी लाइक ओके दिस पर्सन नोज हाउ टू फाइल अ केस इन द 2020 अंडर द 2025 एक्ट, राइट, बिकॉज इट्स अ न्यू फील्ड
Yeah.
अपेरेंटली, ठीक है। अब मैं ये नहीं क्लेम करी निदा, आई जस्ट गिव द डिस्क्लेमर दैट ओके दिस इज हाउ इट शुड बी प्रैक्टिस। हर जुरिस्डिक्शन की अलग होती है, सिंध में अलग होता है, पंजाब में तो इतना यूटिलाइज भी नहीं है ये लॉ, बाकी बलूचिस्तान में भी नहीं है, केपी में भी यूटिलाइज नहीं हुआ। सो आई थिंक कि ये सारी चीज़ें भी हैं जिसकी वजह से मैं इसकी स्टडी को इंकरेज कर रही हूँ। बट देन इस्लामाबाद में क्योंकि पर्सनली मुझे बहुत केसेस आए हैं और मुझे आई हैव टू टर्न देम डाउन बिकॉज वहाँ पे लॉ नहीं था। बट इफ लेट्स से नाउ अ लॉ है तो मुझे किसी को रिफर करना है, देन आई कॉल अ लॉयर इन इस्लामाबाद, बट दे वुड डेफिनेटली आस्क मी ओके what how to go about this law, how do I
So
file
this
an
would be
application
this would be the best way for them to learn.
for them to learn. And that's what I'm creating, that I'm creating these future lawyers who are aware of a law, और उसको अप्लाई कैसे करना है, और अप्लाई करते हुए उनको अपने बायस को चेक कैसे रखना है, एंड देन हाउ दे नीड टू हैव अ ट्रॉमा इन्फॉर्म्ड अप्रोच टुवर्ड्स इट, बिकॉज वी आर डीलिंग विद सेंसिटिव पीपल हियर, राइट, सेंसिटिव, आई मीन सेंसिटिव स्टोरीज हियर,
So one needs to
डिटेल्स
be
अराउंड।
extra careful. So this was really helpful, Khushbaksh, because again, like you've mentioned, if young lawyers who are now coming into the profession, if they want to increase their employability rate, if they also want to work in family law in particular, they need to, as you've said, they need to really work on their AI skills, and not just AI skills, they need to make sure they know how to use it in the correct manner as well. And for that, I think your app is going to help people who are planning to go towards family law. And all the best to you. I really hope that it picks off, and you do really great things with it. And thank you so much for your time today. I know that you had a very, very busy day.
No, thank you so much for having me. And this was really nice and the way you conducted the conversation. I think you gave me the room to also speak about various things and my passion. So thank you so much.
No, no, we need lawyers with passion. We need lawyers who actually are very passionate about the reason why they came into the profession in the first place. So it's really refreshing to see that in you. And I wish you all the best. And thank you so much to everyone watching. If you have any questions about today's episode, please feel free to email us at info@sil.edu.pk, and we will try our best to get Khushbak to answer those questions for you.